introduce you because everybody knows you in Yonkers.
You should introduce me.
Ray Wilcox.
Yes.
Ray, thank you for taking the time
to
sit down with us because look, reality is there is so much talent in Yonkers.
Absolutely.
But it's like the best kept secret in Yonkers.
Sure.
We keep it as a secret.
Sure. Definitely.
We need to come out with it. People needs to see the beauty of Yonkers. People needs to see the talent of Yonkers.
Absolutely.
People need to see where the talent lies. So this is your thing. So thank you for taking the time and tell us a little bit about who Ray is.
Sure. Thank you Ben for being here. Not so many people has come and seen the Yonkers Arts Project space yet, so I appreciate you guys taking the time out. My name is Ray Wilcox. I am the Executive Director of Yonkers Arts. A lot of people know me from doing the work from the Power Lab. I still at the Power Lab, that's still my baby. But again, as Executive Director of Yonkers Arts, and our mission is to create that community of creatives, cultural and artistic organizations, institutions, and really bring them together and highlight them. At the same time too, not only do we want to highlight what's happening here in Yonkers, we want to create some of the impactful programs that we could bring into the communities to really create differences and help bring the arts directly into some of these communities that's disregarded.
No, Ray, are you an artist? Because and the reason why I ask you this, it's because look, I remember one of the best coach in South Africa for hockey. He did not know how to roller skate, but he was a great coach for roller skating.
Absolutely.
Okay? So sometimes there is people that are the directors, they have to what it takes to lead the organization, but they themselves are not part of those that are artists or whatever they are. So are you an artist / director? So
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily an artist, but again, working amongst all these artists and amazing creatives, I feel that there's creatives in everyone, right? So it's really tapping into what you personally have, but with my particular artistry, I'm a strategic creative, so I can hear an idea and I can put together a plan for it in my mind. So essentially, I'm painting a picture of a business plan in my mind. If you wanted to kind of, have it a crazy analogy, but yeah, that's my superpower.
Ray, at what point in your life did you say, "This is my path, this is my calling, this is where my love is"? Sure. At what point?
So honestly, it was 3 years ago. I left working corporate after working corporate for almost 20 years. Went into the Power Lab, but then at the Power Lab.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean you work in the corporate for 20 years? How old are you? I thought you were like 22.
Nah, definitely not. See, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm 38 years old. I put in a lot of time in working corporate, so I have that experience in my past. So I left working corporate in 2016, went to the Power Lab, and I met this amazing cohort of artists. And the crazy thing, I was like, yo, these guys are doing such amazing work, but no one really knows about it. So I was invited to sit on the board for Yonkers Arts, and doing my proactive work and me being ambitious and do what I do, they made me executive director.
No, Ray, I don't want you to think that I'm being disrespectful to you.
Sure.
But you know how it is. We are constantly attached to social media.
Oh, definitely.
And this is being broadcasted live. So I want to see what people are asking, what people are engaging. So if I seem to be a little distracted, I am not. I'm just...
Listen, I can keep on talking. So just...
Yes, exactly. So I'm just making sure everything gets set up. We know how this came about. We know the passion. We all know about your passion. That is not the secret. Okay? The secret is, where is the talent? The secret is expose those kids, the young people, the showrooms, places like these, and make sure that people understand that what we really need is videos like these, positive events like arts and others need to be exposed. And the power of exposure lies on them. So this is the video that you should be sharing.
Absolutely, definitely. We need more of this.
Exactly, this is it. Sometimes I get blamed because my video is, and I tell people all the time, I am not the one doing the sharing. So please guys, share it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Put it on your own web pages. Tell people to come watch it. If you know artists, tell them to call Ray. Tell them to call me.
And that's something I'm always looking for, man. I want to meet as many performing artists as possible, especially here in the city, because we want to promote. We want to have we have programs that we offer every week, every month, that we can invite some of these amazing performers and creatives to interact with and engage with, and I would love to always offer that up to anybody.
So Ray, how does it go? I am an artist. I'm looking for a place to do my work, or a gallery to expose my work.
Sure.
How does it work? How do I find you?
Sure.
Or what do I need? Do I need the portfolio? Do I need, what is it that I need before I actually pick the phone up and say, Ray, I need to speak with you.
Sure.
What do I need to have?
So I mean, at the end of the day, you can always reach out to me, and I'm always going to try to push you in a good position to meet whoever it is, talk to whoever it is, to at least allow the opportunity for it to happen. So depending on your experience level as an artist, we can always find some type of work and collaboration with you, whether it's, again, giving your number to our friends at Warburton Gallery, our friends at the Blue Door Gallery, the Riverfront Gallery, whatever it may be. I can always try to pass on information to the best of our ability.
So let me see. You are not just a director, you are also a mentor.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Absolutely, definitely. We need it. There's not enough mentors, especially in our community, that looks like me and is doing the stuff that we're doing. And I'm always open. I have a strong relationship with NBK. I love those guys. And I'm always looking to be a mentor. However I can help. I have a younger brother, man. That's what I do, man.
And that's what we should all be doing.
Absolutely.
And guys, I have the same passion as Ray. We might be in a different field, but the passion is the same. I love to give you guys the news, but I would also love if you guys who know about the positive things to contact us, because we need to show Yonkers in a different light. We need to show everyone that we have great people here.
Sure.
We have people that are devoted to positive stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But we need your involvement. We don't need your criticism. What we need is your involvement.
I take constructive criticism. Well.
Exactly. if I was going to say that, if you want to criticize someone, but in a way to make that person improve,
sure, absolutely.
By all means. If you want to criticize just to put yourself, others down, you can keep it. That's the way I see it. That's right. Now, Ray, what's coming up? I know we have some beautiful things happening.
Sure.
Tell us about it.
I mean, where do I start?
Any place.
I start any place? Well, for one, again, Yonkers Arts, we are fortunate enough and blessed to have the opportunity to partner with the Municipal Housing Authority of Yonkers, Macy. We are working with them to bring beautiful art installations to enhance the living experiences of their residents. So from some of the senior living facilities, some of the low income housing, we're going to go inside there, do a nice survey, work with the communities to see how we can best create some memorable art experiences for them. So that's one.
Another one.
Another one that we're very, really proud of. We're looking to introduce the Community Fridge Project. So I'm not sure if you know what the Community Fridge Project is, right?
No, educate me.
All right, so currently there's about 100 different community fridges happening in New York City. And the idea really is to have this community fridge in a centralized location, preferably somewhere that we know that the food disparities and food deserts are. And some of our hungry neighbors and our unfortunate homeless neighbors could access these fridges, take their meal, and they can go about their day. And we establish a system with the community so that the community could help sustain that actual fridge. And it's just an ongoing, rolling.
So Ray, this is not just about the arts.
So, but the cool thing is that everything you could be processed as art. So we're going to decorate the actual refrigerator. We're going to create an encasing to protect it from the elements, and we'll decorate that too. So that could be an actual art spot that we have here in Yonkers.
So arts for Splash helps the community.
Absolutely.
So absolutely, you are more than just arts. I see that you have something, a love for the community.
Definitely.
Yes, like I use certain things to achieve certain things. I guess your vehicle is the arts, but your love is the community.
Yes.
Am I right?
And that's where the strength comes from, my relationships. And the relationships I have with so many different organizations and elected officials and, just with the community. They know, the community knows me and they want to work with me because they see the good that I'm looking to put forth. And that's what it is. And it doesn't matter whether it's through the arts, it could be through financial literacy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
As long as it's positive.
Exactly.
Guys, once again, before we keep on talking, I ask you to please share this interview. These are the type of interviews that we need to share. I'm not interested in you guys sharing the other stuff that I do. I'm more interested that you share the good stuff that I do. Instead of criticizing, please share. Do your part. I do mine, you do yours. Share these videos. Hector, thank you. Hector Santiago is watching. He's telling you great stuff about you.
Appreciate Hector, man. That's my guy.
Hector, oh yeah, Hector watches all my videos. You know, but he doesn't say nothing nice about me.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Because it's okay because I know Hector is about love.
Yeah,
I know
man.
Hector for many years.
Like, that's the dope thing about it, man. Especially because from what stemmed from the Black history. I mean, the Black history. The Black Lives Matter mural was the introduction and our ability to work with all these different organizations and really have conversations with some dope community organizers. And Hector was there early. I mean, he was there early Saturday morning helping us with the lines, man. So yeah.
Hector is always involved.
Yeah, definitely.
I met Hector a few years back when we used to go to Casa de Café. I don't know if you are from back.
Nah, I don't remember Casa de Café.
Casa de Café was a great place, Ray. And I'm telling you, if you were around when Casa de Café was here, you would have loved it.
I gotcha. I believe you.
Place where artists went to read poetry, express their arts, use it as a gallery. Rhonda was the owner, great lady. Alex, the son, made the coffees and whatever. Great place.
Awesome.
And maybe this could be the next Casa de Café.
Well, yes. I mean, we're here with the Yonkers Arts Project space. Right now, currently we do concerts here every month, but once we're open and we're looking to again work with the city so we can have the support to actually sustain ourselves, but we'll be open, we'll have our certificate of occupancy, and we'll be able to do real sustainable like production shows. So from our exhibition space and our galleries to our performing arts space, we have a stage here. It's been built for collaboration. So people, again, I invite the people like YCIs, the Philharmonic, who we have a strong relationship with. But so all the artists that we have here in the building, we're always looking to collaborate. So that's what this space is going to represent.
So guys, so you know, Ray gave me a walk around the space. It's awesome. It's awesome. So awesome that I asked, can I use the space for interviews and broadcast?
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Nah, man.
He said yes.
That's what we now you got no proof. You got the evidence. I got you.
That's it. That was sleep, right?
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was sleep.
That was good. But listen, at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. This space is for the community. We want to have collaborative programming. That's what we built it for.
Well, my point was, you said quickly a yes, and like it was me, it could have been anybody else.
Sure.
That an artist that wants to expose their arts, do something good, come to you. I'm sure that you don't walk through the door and put your stuff around the wall. You have to talk to the director. You have to tell what your plan is, what your goal is.
Sure.
And probably there is an approval time required. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to talk to my board and everything like that, but that's perfectly fine. That's just the process.
But there is a process.
It's a process.
And that is something that we should all appreciate. I personally cannot work with anyone that does not have a plan. Okay.
Definitely.
Like a lot of people, they send me stuff. Can you put this up? Like, I'm here, I'm there. I said, yeah, sure, I can, but tell me what's the plan. Tell me what's the goal. Tell me what you're trying to achieve.
Absolutely.
Okay? If you're trying to have a concert, but to achieve bad things, then maybe it's something that I don't want to be involved in.
That's the one thing too. I mean, we have a really great band. These guys are all church guys, but they could perform anything. So I have these guys doing my programming, and we do a great monthly series where we actually have the band here, and we have an artist, a graphic artist, performing artist, and they'll be performing, painting in real time with the band. So it's almost like they're part of the band, and it's a beautiful experience.
So that Eddie goes another hook to you. Next time you have something here, let me know.
I got you.
Ahead of time, so I can come and broadcast live, broadcast something good that is going on live. We want to show the people that we have.
Absolutely. I can tell you right now, we'll be here February 27th, Music and Art Mashup Series featuring the Unison Experience. Those are my guys, and we bring in a really dope artist who's done work here in Yonkers called Kadeem Phillips. He's going to be live painting and doing live demonstration. So that's your promo for you.
So they're all invited?
They're all invited. We're, again, not here, but check us out on Instagram, our Instagram live feed. So
but where is the show going to be taking place?
Right here, right in this space.
The date, so you have the date. You are all invited. I don't know if there is a process to come in. Do they have to?
Oh no, it's virtual. They can't come in here, man. We
Oh,
can't.
it's virtual
We
because
do
of COVID.
exactly.
COVID.
Not yet, but we'll get there soon. Especially once we have our certificate of occupancy and we're up and running, we can invite everybody inside here. But for now, it's all stream virtual.
Okay, maybe I can live stream.
Yeah, and at the same time too. I mean, we have like 5 people here, so you can come inside. It's big enough to feature.
We have a date, guys. Put that date down. Watch this video, and guys, before you start asking, where am I? What's this? Did he say this? You can always rewind the tape and catch on things that maybe you missed. Okay. Now, what else, Ray?
Well, so the main reason, again, I have conversations with a whole bunch of community members in regards to doing different murals, but there's one project in particular that I'm actually launching this week, the fundraising campaign. It's called the Art in the Park Project. So the Art in the Park Project is decorating these playgrounds and parks to give the community something to be proud of. Walking around Yonkers, and I know you see it yourself, and I know you all see it, sometimes these parks are surrounded by these gray and white institutional walls, and it's not appealing. And there's a great program, there's great projects happening across the world, not just nationally, of decorating creating these beautiful court murals, so on the court itself. So I'm looking to see how I can bring out. I want to do 10 parks in up to 4 years here in Yonkers, and I want to bring the arts directly into the community. So whereas, again, we know that when it comes to the Black Lives Matter mural, the topic is a little hot for people. A lot of people are not really on board. Whereas this right here, I'm bringing these beautiful art pieces into your community that is reflective of their community. So everything will be different. It's reflective of that community, and everyone will love it. And the good thing is that the community will have input to see, what that particular project will be. But if I could decorate the courts, I could bring some new equipment into the park, some lights, some solar stuff, then that's the overall goal.
Ray, we always have interviews. You probably saw a few of my interviews. Sometimes there is a lot of back and forth, agreeing, disagreeing. I'm reading the chat here. I don't see any opposition.
Any opposition? Well, that's good. Well, hopefully they won't have opposition when I need to fundraise. That's it.
If you don't oppose, then endorse.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way you can endorse is by making a donation.
Sure.
For the plan, for the events, for the things that the Ray is creating. But you have a fan here, and she said, "I'm so proud of you, son." Barbara Wilcox. Is that mom?
That's mom.
Well, mom, you should be proud. You should be proud. Nothing but good stuff is happening.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There is people that they stay on the good.
Absolutely.
And that's great.
Nah, mom is always supporting.
But it's great when people do good stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But it's much greater, Ray, when people motivate others.
That's what I'm here, man. That's what I'm here for, yo. And I feel like every time I'm on camera, I'm always crying here in Yonkers. I'm not. It's weird. I'm not always crying here in Yonkers, man. You guys always make me cry. I'm sorry.
Guys, he had tear eyes.
My mom, yo. That's what it is.
No, that's good. That's great, Ray. That's great. That I always tell people, actions.
Yeah, man.
Not words.
Actions about everything.
Because I see so many people on Yonkers Voice and everywhere.
They talk a lot, right?
They talk a lot.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time. I tell them, you know what? The road to hell, it's full of people with good intentions. Okay. We need to stop talking, and we need to start doing it. Don't just say, "I support Ray. Good work."
Sure.
Support Ray. Okay.
Absolutely.
When you see a young kid, don't just tell, we need options for those kids. Create the options.
And one of the things I want the communities to know, especially the low-income communities and communities that's necessarily separate from being in downtown Yonkers, is that there's some amazing programs for the kids that's happening, whether it's virtual or there's in person at a lot of the galleries, man. And I want them to really be adept to that. There's programs happening for Blue Door. That's amazing. Every week they do a kids program. Warburg Gallery, I just did a live person painting a workshop during the week. So I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to really enhance your creativity with the programs that are happening in Yonkers, and that's something that Yonkers Arts, we're proud to just constantly help enhance the awareness of.
Well, a comment here from Millie Ward. I love my black youth. I love all youth. Blacks, whites, Latinos, zebras, tutti frutti. I think we need to motivate everybody.
Absolutely.
Regardless of which color they are.
Sure.
But I understand what Millie's saying. There is a very bad rap about the young black youth.
That's family too. I appreciate you.
Yeah. but we need to change that perception.
Yeah.
We need to show the good stuff.
Sure.
Okay. And that's a problem, Ray. It's a problem that our youth, black youth, sometimes they are afraid to come out and expose the good stuff.
Yeah.
An example, there was a fire at Glenwood, and 3 young black guys were going around collecting food, clothes,
nice,
to help those that lost a lot of stuff. I wanted to interview them. I said, listen guys, we need to expose these because we need to show that there is lots of goods among us. But they did not want the spotlight.
They don't want the spotlight.
But I tell them, look, when we give the spotlight, it's not as a bragging material, but we want others to know that there is good among us.
Sure.
We want people to know and be contagious of love and care. Because when I do something good and I talk to Ray, and if I can convince Ray of joining me on the good, now instead of helping one person, we can help 2. And then if Ray goes out there and talks to others, now instead of having 3, maybe we can help 6. So be contagious of love, care, show, talk about it. Talk and talk and talk. Be a preacher. Let people know that that is good.
Absolutely. Listen, we're a city of 250 plus, man. We do a lot more good than bad.
Exactly.
And it's just the bad is natural. Bad always gets the worst rap, right?
So we have to work extra hard. We have to work extra hard on showing that that is good. And here it is. Actions not work. Ray, what's coming next? Let's talk about all your stuff.
I mean, that right there is one of the biggest things I'm looking to launch this week. But I mean, every week we have an amazing program where we'll be featuring local artists do a virtual interview every week. So we have the lovely Katori Walker, who sits on our board. I'm pretty sure you know Katori, right? Katori and Evan, they do muraling all throughout Yonkers. She sits on our board and she interviews local artists every week. So we're giving local artists the platform every week to have an interview through one of our artists, our resident artists here. And it's amazing. We do our concert series every month. Normally we do 2 concert series a month, and we're just featuring local artists. We're looking to do financial literacy for creatives, because we know a lot of creatives, they don't really focus on that as themselves as a brand. Everything is like, okay, I gotta create this painting, but then what's next? They don't really see themselves as a business. So we have a creative, financial boot camp for creatives, a program happening. That'll be back in March. So we're always looking to see how we can engage local artists, see how we can engage local creatives. But again, if you need, everybody needs financial literacy. So we have to provide that as well.
Look, Ray, Yonkers Voice has a very huge platform. We have about 30 groups that we own. We have maybe another 30 or 40 that we are associated with. So our platform is huge. And if you feel that Yonkers Voice can assist in any way,
that would be amazing, man.
If you feel like, on your weekly interviews or bi-weekly interviews or whatever interviews you have, if you want to use our platform
that's amazing.
to broadcast, I will gladly be here. I'm not promised that I can be here in every single interview.
Absolutely. Listen, a repost of a flyer list I appreciate that.
But I will be here to interview because I want to, I feel attached to, and I need to promote the good stuff in Yonkers.
Definitely, absolutely.
And if you have that good content,
definitely,
you reach out to me. You have my number.
We'll do.
Now, guys, I'm going to bring just a little bit negativity because I'm real and I'm kind of.
I was waiting for it.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to bring a little bit negativity because most of you that have been following me for 14 years know that I don't hold much by not saying. If somebody ever tells you, Vru Ross said this, you can say, that's a lie. Because if Vru wants to tell me something, Vru tells me something on my face. When I met Ray, the very first conversation that I had with Ray in an interview was not a pleasant one. I felt the tension, Ray.
And again, it was not necessarily, I would not put anything on anybody or any situation, but that situation kind of took away from the grander project. And we buried that, and
that's exactly what I was going to say. Guys, don't shut doors down just because something that shouldn't have happened. Keep that door of communication open. Okay, after that, we spoke many times, and the reason why I'm here today and we're talking about this is because we have that bridge of communication. Okay, so keep the positive. Don't lock doors.
Sure.
Just because the person said B and I didn't like the way he said B. Okay, get to know the person.
Absolutely.
Get to know the content. Just like you're passing around and you look at the book, you're not going to judge that book by how pretty the cover is.
It's true.
Read it.
It's true.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Read it. And I am all for things like these. I am all for things like these. I'm all for positive stuff in Yonkers. I am not the voice of Yonkers, as many people say it. I am just the platform where you can talk about the things or the important things that you feel needs to be talked about. You are the voice of Yonkers, not me. I am just a guy with an iPhone that enjoys doing this. That's all there is. Okay?
That was the bad thing?
That was the bad thing.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, hey, we got to work on the bad things.
That's it. That was the bad thing.
I mean, that was it. That wasn't even bad, man. It was an experience.
It was an experience. It wasn't that bad. It was just an experience. And I always tell Ray that you truly get to know a man when you put that man under stress. That's when the reality of that and character of that man comes out.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Everyone is good when everything is fine.
Everything is good, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If you give me what I want and you put a smile, I'm going to be the pleasant guy. But when you put me under stress and you see how I react, now you can judge that.
Now I got it. Exactly.
You agree with that one?
I agree with you, man. And speaking on just on the BLM project alone, I already know. Believe me, the stresses that came with that project in itself was enough.
I'm glad you mentioned BLM. I still talk to people about BLM. And the painting that you were the leader still comes up. Lots of people formulate an opinion, Ray, on something that it really wasn't real. People still talk about, call a social service when you need the police, because you want the police to fund it, right? And I tell people, I don't know if you have a selective understanding, and I tell people all the time, especially a group of people, seems like you can read, but seems like you have a little problem understanding.
Sure.
Defunding the police was never meant to eliminate the police.
No, never. We cannot eliminate. Who would live in a world with no police?
Exactly.
Never.
And I tell people all the time, defunding the police does not equal eliminate the police. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you tell what the funding the police. I'm sure that I don't know if we spoke about it.
No, we haven't. But and at that time, it really wasn't as prevalent. But again, the conversations from the BLM, the actions and the activity definitely spurred that conversation. And the fund of police really isn't taking 100% of the funds away from the police, but it's redistributing some of the funds because, again, police are overpaid. The budgets are sometimes extreme. But at the same time, too, we need more social services. We need some of the more of the services that could go out to the communities that can help with some of the health and wellness of these particular residents. And I think that's really what it was, is seeing how we could create a balance in the distribution of overall budgets that could accommodate for more social services as opposed to it being police departments and the police units.
That's how I see it. I see that we don't need to militarize police departments.
Definitely not. Absolutely.
Police are not an army to fight the citizens.
Definitely. No.
Yes, have what you need to do your job. But there is a lots of things that could be done with those huge budgets.
And creating these programs that can help police and community relations. I feel like that we went away, and again, I grew up in the Bronx. I moved to Yonkers when I was before high school. So I've been in Yonkers most of my life, right? But growing up in the Bronx, I've seen a lot of police community relations. So the street parties, you know what I'm saying? Where you close the block fairs, the block parties, where you close the blocks off, the police units sponsored that. Basketball tournaments that the police departments would sponsor. It was just so much more, in my opinion, and I could be wrong with it. There may be programs happening right now that I'm just not aware of, but they're not as prevalent. And I think that's something that we could look to turn some of the attention to funds and budgeting to as well.
Exactly, that's what I tell people all the time. The funding the police actually means transfer that money or find a different path. okay, for that money that can actually help the community better.
Sure, absolutely.
Education, crime prevention, better communication between police and community.
Absolutely.
And maybe if we have all of those, then maybe we don't need tanks in the police department.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But,
That's true.
but in Yonkers, I have spoken with the police commissioner, John Mueller,
Yes.
often. And I can see the change, Ray. Now, there is things that you probably don't know about it.
Sure.
Because of your age.
Sure.
But the police department in the 70s, the 80s, in Yonkers, was totally different.
I can imagine.
Okay? And it wasn't totally different for the better. Okay? Things are changing.
Sure.
I see the current police commissioner. He has every month now, we have a one-on-one with the police commissioner where he talks to the community.
Sure. Transparency, that's important.
Transparency rate. If you want to ask the commissioner a question, you log in and you ask him the commission, and he answers. Years ago, there was no communication between you and the police, with the police department.
I can imagine.
Okay. Now there is a stop and shake created by actor. Also an attempt, and I guess a positive result of creating that bridge that connects and facilitates communication between community and police department.
Definitely.
Coffee with a cop and a whole bunch of other things.
But it also comes from having locals as cops. We need our local residents, male, female, we need people from Yonkers to represent our communities. And I think the disparity of having that is what the main driver, at least, of the conflict here in Yonkers, right? Because most of the force, they're not from Yonkers, right?
But we work on that as well. There is a police test coming up, I think, I don't know if it's September, October, November, around that date. And the police is actively asking that people of Yonkers, residents of Yonkers, apply for those jobs. I have spoken with the Assemblyman Nader and the Assemblyman and us, a Yonkers Voice. We are going to subsidize, pay for the fees. If a community, a young man in the community says, look, I want to take the test,
but they can't afford it.
But I cannot afford it.
See, that's awesome.
Okay?
That's
but
awesome.
of course, it's not like just, I want to take the test here, $100. That's not where it goes. Just like you have here, have a process, we will have a process as well.
That's awesome.
If somebody comes up, how long have you been living in Yonkers? 6 months. Then there is somebody living in Yonkers the entire life and wants to do the test but doesn't have. We are going to help. We have to make a decision. Okay. But guys, apply. Become the change you want to see. We can complain all we want about police department doesn't have people from the community. We need a better involvement. We need to see people from Yonkers in the police department. But the only way we can achieve that is if people from Yonkers take the test. So guys, be ready. Start studying now. There's a lot of material.
I heard.
There's lots of material on the net. Study. Learn and take the test. Take the test. And if things are difficult, please contact Yonkers Voice. I am not saying that we can help every single person. Okay? I'm not saying that we can help every single person, but we will try to help a few.
And that, and that comes in tangent with the whole Art in the Park project, because I would love for the police unions and I'll put my guy on the spot, my man Keith Olsen. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
Stay well, Keith.
Stay well, Keith. But I would love to see how they could be a partner in that overall project. And again, my guy Charles Walker too, Charlie Walker from the Guardians. I'd love for them to have
Charles
that
from 914, right? He works with that group.
So my 914 United, my guys, my guy Jonathan, you're part of that. Those are my guys too. So like, and you name all these people, and I have relationships with them already. And I just want we could all come together on this particular project and do well.
So guys, we don't need more. Well, we always need more, but we have lots of groups that are dedicated to positive things.
Absolutely.
914 United.
Absolutely.
Yonkers Arts. Yonkers Voice, not as much because we are more into broadcasting what's happening. Even though we want to be associated with you, 914 United, so we can expose the things that you are doing and 914 is doing. But those are the groups that are actually the people with the boots on the ground doing the work. I only expose the work that they do.
Yeah.
So get involved with them. Contact Ray, contact Jonathan. Ask them, how can I help?
Yep.
We need more than positive comments on the internet. We need actions, not words, guys.
Yeah, and again, like you said, there's tons of amazing work being done by some incredible organizations, and they don't get the limelight as much as they deserve as well. I could go down a whole list, but I'm not going to start now. But that's something I think that, you know, if they feel comfortable enough to reach out to you to have that conversation about what they're doing, I really encourage you guys to do that, because you guys are, and I'm kudos to you guys. You guys are doing phenomenal work in Yonkers. It makes me proud.
So, guys, once more, if you are involved in an organization that does positive things for the community, let us know. We want to talk to you. We want to put that light on positive stories, on positive people, on people that make a difference, but a positive difference.
Definitely.
We need, and we must do that. So, Ray, is there anything else that comes to mind? I know there is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
And as soon as I leave,
I should have said one thing, but again, just stay tuned. Again, if anybody's interested in coming just for a quick tour of the place, I'm more than open to that. We're so proud of this. Just stay tuned to see what's happening with this in the next couple of months. But the Macy project is going to be amazing. That's going to be something that we're really, really proud of. And then my baby, the Art in the Park project, which is like my passion project. Ever since leaving corporate, I was like, I'm going to do one of these projects, and it's coming to fruition, and I'm happy about that.
That's great. What about who did this?
So I can't take credit for this. This was actually done by the group that was here prior to us, right? We didn't want to take this away because it adds a phenomenal aesthetic to the place, but we will redo this with some same type of graffiti aesthetic, but it'll be cleaner, and we'll have our logo on the top as well, so it'll be more integrated. But yeah.
Okay, so guys, this is 220 Lake Avenue. Right across from the Dunkin' Donuts. Great space, great things are going to be happening right here, okay? Right here. Please support, please endorse, please get involved. Talks don't reach much if you just stay on the talking part. Put actions behind your words.
And then the art, we're going live on Friday with the Art in the Park, Yonkers.org website, so that'll be live on Friday, so you could start the donation. My video will be released tomorrow or Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Like, this is gonna be a full big deal. But
Ray, you know, you already mentioned the donation two or three times, but you didn't say where can I make that donation.
So we have a donation portal that I could share with you guys. Please. I don't have the actual link. I don't remember the link.
But how can we search for it?
So you can actually. So I'm gonna have that on our Instagram and Facebook in our bios. There's gonna be like a QGive link, so you'll see that. But I'll have a fundraiser, a Facebook fundraiser, up and running as of tomorrow. I'm just waiting for the videos.
But you know what? When it comes to fundraising, it's good that you're gonna have on your page, and it's expected. But it doesn't hurt to have that link in other places.
Oh yeah.
So when you have it on the thread where this live was interviewed, perhaps you want to put the link there. Just don't forget, you need to write the description with the link.
Gotcha.
And the reason we do that, some people say, why? Because the reason why we do that is because we want people to engage. We want people to express their own personal views.
Cool.
And years ago, when we allowed links, people used to debate with links. You come, you put this link, somebody comes, put this link.
I got you.
All we had were links. Okay?
I feel you.
And we want people to express how they think. We want people to articulate.
Absolutely.
We want people to engage in conversation with other members. So please write a little caption.
Will do. Absolutely. And I'm gonna send a newsletter out, so it'll be a full marketing blitz. You'll see. You won't not see me.
Oh boy. So there is no way to hide.
There's no way to hide, man. There's no way to hide. And that's the one thing everybody knows about me too. And again, when I got a big project happening, I like to stay on top of people, and I'm very, very transparent when it comes to anything. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to engage all the community organizations that came out to support with the BLM and more now that it's not BLM. Because I feel like we had a lot more support now than we did.
So guys, Yonkers' best secret is out.
It's out there, man.
It's out now.
There. I should have made you guys sign a disclaimer.
Yeah, it's out. Yonkers Arts, 220 Lake Avenue. Reach out to Ray through social media, through email, through Yonkers Voice. We don't care how, just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, and ask how can you get involved? How can you participate? How can you submit your work? How can others see what you do? Get involved. It's all about the networking.
I do have one more thing. I did forget. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And this is something that I'm actually really, really proud of too. We are partnering with the Yonkers Library to create this art-based program called I'm a Hero. So the basis of the program, you know, the workshop is to really tap, and this is for young 5th and 6th graders. We'll be able to spread it out to the higher grades, but the idea really is to tap into yourself, to your socio-behavioral, you know, cognition, and realize that you're yourself as a hero, and what would be your power, what would be your wardrobe, who would be your villain, but and tap into to see how you're a superhero. How can you really benefit the community? So that's a really amazing program that, again, Evan Bishop, he actually created, and we rolled out in April with the library, and proud of that.
So, you know, Ray, I speak with lots of people outside because I enjoy asking questions. I enjoy picking people's minds.
Sure.
You know, I enjoy triggering people into conversation. And very often I speak with parents and about crime in Yonkers, about the age of the people who are committing crime and why. And you know what most people tell me? They tell me the problem is because kids in Yonkers, hey, it's kids everywhere, but I'm focused in Yonkers. Kids in Yonkers don't have options. Well, guys, they do have options. Get involved with organizations like this. Get involved with the 914, what's the? United. Get involved with the PAL. Get involved with the library. Get involved in sports. Get involved in literature. Get involved in all those things. So we have options. What we cannot do, none of us can do, is force you to go to those places. You have to take the initiative. Correct, Ray?
Absolutely.
So Ray, thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Guys,
it.
thank you for watching. And once again, do us a big favor. This is not about me. This is not about Ray. This is about us. This is about Yonkers. This is about moving Yonkers in the right direction. We need to move the needle in position that we want to go. Thank you for watching, and please do not forget to share. This is the type of video we need to share.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Till next time, guys.